And hello again, YouTube. It is Thursday, August 18th, 2022, 8:05 p.m. And yeah, this is a lot later than I normally head out towards Bullocks, but and I'm not sure if I really explained this in any of my videos from early this morning, but last night after I went to Bullocks, I did mention I had a pitcher of beer, one, and I also mentioned that I sang a couple songs and hung out. What I didn't mention is I had a pretty long talk with Sean, the bartender, and I needed that. I really needed that. Mostly it's just about my frustration from the week before and the conversation that I had with Bree, which was really unsettling, and I would say Sean really put my mind at ease about that. So I'm just trying to not think about that and move forward and just have a kick-ass show tonight. Kind of frustrated my air conditioning is not working. That happened. Gosh, I went about a day and a half, maybe 2 days without driving anywhere, without even really leaving my bedroom. I think it was more like a day and a half. I don't know. Trying to think. I did go to work Monday night, so yeah, I would have got home Monday morning. It would have been early Tuesday morning. It's so hard to keep days straight when you work, when you're on a nocturnal schedule. But whoa, hello. This street really needs sidewalks. It really does. Hey, at least that loony guy isn't standing there by the school blocking vehicles in the street. Anyway, when I got it, I'm trying to think. So yeah, I would have probably got home Tuesday morning. I really don't remember Tuesday morning right now, but I would have got home Tuesday morning, probably around 6 in the morning-ish, and then I just realized I didn't delete my last two videos off this phone, so this may get cut off at any moment. I don't think I have a lot of space on my SD card. Anyway, so yeah, I would have got home early Tuesday morning, and then I did not leave my bed until pretty late at night Wednesday night. So I guess that wasn't 2 days. It felt like 2 days. But anyway, certainly longer than I should have just laid in bed doing nothing, that's for certain. But anyway, so yeah, last night was good. I had a good, it at least felt good to be at the bar, although about half the time I was sitting there I did feel kind of lonely, especially after the oh damn, it's raining again. Especially after the karaoke DJ from damn, I still really need to get wiper blades. After the karaoke DJ from Ozbar and his friend left, I was just kind of at that table by myself. And, my friend Mario was there, but he was kind of very involved with a woman, and I didn't want to, be a third wheel on that. And Jazzy was there, but again, she kind of seemed like she was just not that interested in being around me. I mean, she could have sat down by me. She saw where I was sitting, and I don't know. Is that bad? Like, I don't want to kind of encroach on people that don't want me invading their space, but maybe that's what she wanted. I don't know. Oh, this weather's getting bad. Yikes. It's one of the reasons I'm running late. I was planning on heading to Bullocks early, and it was kind of like storming out, and I thought that it would, if I waited, it would get better. But yeah, this is not better. Turn on my cool air vent and see if that at least helps a little bit, because it's stuffy in here. Whoa, hello. it amazes me the way people drive in this city. Like, I'm trying to change lanes. This lane's slowing way down, and then somebody in the left lane just going so much faster. Like when you pass somebody on a freeway, it's just not safe to be going dramatically faster than the person you're passing. That's never a good idea. Especially in rain, but man, Phoenix drivers do not know how to drive. Not know how to drive in the rain. and if you look at the look at the statistics of like how many accidents happen after it starts raining here, like it really bears that out. Anyway, I was talking about what happened last night at Bullock. So yeah, I just sang 2 songs, and that was cool. I was gonna sing Smoking Gun by Robert Cray. And generally speaking, like and I don't know if I've really explained the way that Gary does karaoke. I mean, I love Gary to death. Gary's a great guy, but the way he runs the karaoke just kind of is a head scratcher for me. But I figure it's just, I figure, I mean, there's certainly things that I could do better than I do, and I don't, because I don't feel like they're paying me enough to justify it. And I would imagine he's probably in the same place, like, he probably feels they're just paying him to run the system there. He's adding a tablet to it. Fuck it, that's all he's going to do. And they're paying him for it. And I mean, let's face it, I mean, he's working, 4 nights a week. I'm working 1 night a week. So obviously they're happy with what he's doing. And that's fine. I mean, part of me would rather be hosting karaoke, but then part of me realizes that I get paid substantially more money for working at Amazon, and I have bills. I got real bills and rent, and yeah, so need that higher income, and that's arguably not enough income, and I should really be concentrating on trying to get more income. But something I've never been good at. It just kind of is what it is. Anyway, I was at one of the different various things I was talking about with Sean and the other people that were there kind of after hours hanging out. One of the things we're talking about is cost of living raises, and how after 6 months I got a 25-cent raise at Amazon, and how that 25 cents an hour just doesn't even begin to keep up with how much inflation has gone up in the last 6 months. The prices of food, rent, et cetera, have gone up for me in the last 6 months. And trying to figure out what this vehicle in front of me is trying to signal. Definitely want to go around it. This vehicle needs caution lights, and it's going so slow I don't understand why it's not in the right lane. Flashy was messing with my eyes in a big way. Which reminds me, I still gotta fix my damn headlight. I need to make a priority to get that done this weekend. It's even more important than the air conditioning. So anyway, where was I? So anyway, talking about how that cost of living raise was not. Or how that raise just didn't even keep up with the cost of living, and how I'm functionally making less money now, especially when you consider that in my first 6 months, like, I had a bonus at 1 month and a bonus at 6 months, and now, like, there's no bonuses on the horizon. And then Sean's response to that was that he had been at bartending at Bullock's for like X number of years. I forget how many years. He's been there a long time. He's like, I've never got a raise here. And I'm like, yeah. I said, but here you're getting tips. It's a whole different thing. I mean, like his hourly wage, I don't know what he's getting, but I would imagine it's bartender, bartender / waiter wages, which is considerably less than minimum wage. But from what I hear, the bartenders there make bank, and sometimes I see them counting down like what they've got, and it seems like an obscene amount of money. So, yeah, I'm sure he's not hurting there for money, but obviously, he'd probably be looking for another job. Hello. Anyway, yeah, not the same thing for me, based on what I'm paid. Anyway, as I was saying, that one of the things he says, like, yeah, whatever you do, you better not bring that up to Jim. That won't go over well at all. Which is something I've kind of been thinking about, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about just how to better your career and whatnot. And so many of them are talking about how to negotiate your salary, how to negotiate raises, and I mean, I was straight up warned by one of my coworkers, don't even bring that subject up with the owner of the bar. So that kind of has me wondering, it's and pretty basically what I said is, yeah, well, I wouldn't do that. I already had other gigs already like happening and lined up. But I don't know. Of all the places I've ever hosted karaoke at, the only place where I've ever had that discussion with the owner and came out with more money was with the owner of Gilligan's and Gilligan's and Castaways, and I had been there for many years. I was there over a decade, so I don't know. I feel like there's enough money happening in that place that I could be paid more, and I feel like I've definitely increased the business dramatically on Thursday nights. And I could maybe push for a tip out from the bartenders, although I don't know how the bartenders would feel about that. Right now, I'm just going to kind of stay the course. So anyway, while I was there afterwards, it was kind of funny. Omar, the security guy, like he walked up and he's just like, "Bar is closed. Everybody's got to leave except for Mario and one other person." I'm like, "Oh, and Dan." And he goes, "Oh, no, you got to leave too because this ain't your night." I'm like, "Oh, really?" And I just kind of looked at him. He goes, "Yeah, this isn't your night." And I'm just, it's like, yeah, you're going to be out of this. I'm thinking to myself, you're going to be out of this building before I am tonight. Whatever. And of course, I walked up to the bar at that point, and I think at that point, Sean had pretty much closed everybody's tab out. And I told him that, I said, Omar's trying to tell me I gotta go. I said, I was kind of hoping to set my equipment up, as much equipment as I could set up before I left tonight, And he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, you're good. Just chill right there." And of course, Omar was gone pretty quick, so, I don't know. I'm just going to say Omar was confused and leave it at that. But anyway, not only did I completely set up all my equipment, so literally when I get in there, I'm just ready to throw the switch and go. So I'm considering that I'm like, a mile and a half away right now. Like it's, no, I'm not running late at all. I'm just running later than I normally had. All the stuff that I would normally be doing between about 7:45 and 9 p.m. it's already done. In fact, not only did I do that, but for a while I worked on my files. Mostly just downloaded more stuff from Karaoke Nerds. I can't say enough good things about that YouTube channel. I mean, yeah, the music he's putting up is really eclectic. If you're looking to sing mainstream karaoke songs, it is not the channel for you. But if you're looking to sing deep tracks from Ween, They Might Be Giants, Neil Young, George Strait even, Death Cab for Cutie, the Postal Service, Ben Gibbard's other band, the Postal Service, I even pulled one from him for Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, God, loving the channel Karaoke Nerds. And I've try to post a link in the video description to it, but I mean, just type Karaoke Nerds in your YouTube search bar. It should bring you right to it. So yeah, pulling more from that channel. And I also got just one song by itself from Karaoke Version. So I don't think I mentioned this when it happened, maybe about 4 weeks ago. But one thing that often happens with Karaoke Version, every time they add a new song, initially they just add an instrumental track. Like it may or may not have backing vocals, and often you have the option to get it with or without backing vocals, and also with a demo vocal as well, a demo lead vocal. But generally that is offered first, and then people can vote on. There's a place where you can click and request the karaoke with lyrics. Now, sometimes they've already been told by the copyright holder, hey, you can't publish lyrics for this. So when you go to click to request the thing with lyrics, it just simply says that it's not an option, and that means it's probably never going to be an option. Occasionally, they do manage to clear the rights for stuff like that. I was really shocked when they managed to do that with the back catalog stuff from Pink Floyd. I just kind of figured that was going to be something that never happened, and then all of a sudden, all the stuff that they had put out as instrumental karaoke for Pink Floyd started to come up with videos for it, which was like, wow, I can't believe they negotiated the rights for that. Crazy. Pink Floyd's been denying those rights to karaoke companies for decades. Anyway, they... one artist that is notoriously difficult to get for karaoke because of that same copyright issue and them not wanting to license the lyrics is Prince. And another one they've also had issues with is, again, the two artists I've had it happen with in the recent past, and that's Prince and Paul McCartney and Wings. And maybe about 3 weeks ago, God, the Paul McCartney one was pretty recent too. I want to say that was within 2-3 months. But anyway, the one from I wonder what will happen if I park right here in Jim's spot. You know what? I think I can actually get away with that. No, I'm seeing stripes. Maybe somebody got pissed about that. I'm gonna park over here. I just don't like walking in the rain. Oh, I hate walking in the rain. Anyway, the one that happened maybe about 3 months ago was, and I had it in my cart, and people had voted on the karaoke lyric version, and they put the karaoke lyric version out, and sometimes shortly after it gets put out, like the rights holders will flag it, and then it's gone. Now, I've had this with many tracks that I've already purchased, and as long as I purchased it, it's still in my files. I can still download another copy if I lose my copy, and I mean, once I purchased it, I purchased it. It was legal at the time of purchase. They can't take it away from me. But karaoke version does go one step further, and they leave the track available in your files. So it's still there. It's just nobody can purchase it or stream it anymore after that point. Anyway. One I had in my cart, and then I noticed it disappear out of my cart, and then I went to see if I could put it back in my cart, and it showed that it was no longer available, because of the copyright thing. And it's like, oh, that sucks. And I was just so mad at myself that I didn't realize the potential of that happening and immediately, fill up my cart to the 5 songs and cash that out, or take the other stuff out of my, or maybe use all my credits for free songs and get however, many songs were in my cart and just cash out immediately so I would have it. But the one I lost maybe about 2-3 months ago was Mrs. Vanderbilt by Paul McCartney and Wings, which granted isn't a very well-known song, or known or famous songs, but people who are Paul McCartney fans know the song. I want to say it's either off Band on the Run, or it's off Venus and Mars. I forget. Both those albums are ones I used to listen to a lot. Both of those albums are albums I own on Quadraphonic 8-tracks. Great albums. And yeah, I don't expect something a lot of people are going to want to sing, but at some point I wanted to sing it. But I missed that one. Anyway, the last one that happened was a Prince song. It was Party Man from the Batman soundtrack, and I saw that, and and I even thought about it. I'm like, I should probably get this right now. I said, because Prince so often gets flagged for copyright. And sure as fuck, the next day, it was gone out my cart and was no longer available. So I missed that fleeting moment that I could get Party Man. Anyway, another one that I really had been wanting from Prince popped up a few days ago, maybe 3 days ago, 2 days ago. She's Always in My Hair, which most people would get that off of the hits and the B-sides of the CD that was released called the B-sides. But originally that was the B-side to, oh goodness, I forget which song. I want to say Pop Life. It was definitely a B-side to one of the songs that came out from the Paisley Park album. I do remember that. I remember buying that 45 as a teenager and just flipping, every Prince single. I mean, for me, every 45, I flip them over and listen to the B-side. But man, every time I buy a Prince 45, I was always excited about what was going to be on the B-side, because with Prince, you could pretty much always count on it being something amazing and something exclusive. And yeah, She's Always in My Hair is one of those songs that just definitely fits that description. Absolutely fantastic, classic Prince song. But it is a B-side to a single, and up until the hits and the B-side were released as compilation CDs, it was exclusive to the vinyl. I don't even think those were released on cassette singles or CD singles. It was exclusive to the 45 and the 12-inch single of, I want to say Pop Life. I could be wrong, but whatever song was a B-side too. Like, you had to get it on the single. And I put that on so many mixtapes for people. And it's like, that Prince song, that's like, what's that new Prince song off of? It's like, it's the backside of the 45 to blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, is that the only way to get it? I'm like, yeah, that's why I put it on your mixtape. I'm like, they'd be like, thank you. But anyway, so yeah, I just, as soon as that came up for an instrumental, I hit the thing voting for it for wanting the lyric video, and then I kept going back to the website. Like, every time I would kind of half wake up, I'd go immediately to the website and check. It's like, is it available? Is it available? And as soon as it was available, I just bought it with one of my free song credits immediately and downloaded it, just in case they might try to block it. I downloaded it to my Obama phone, because I think that was after my iPhone had disappeared under my bed. But yeah, I downloaded it to my Obama phone, because if needed, I could Microsoft cloud that to myself. But yeah, anyway, so last night I did download that, and they actually did the full color. The one I got was the one with the background, but they did the one with the animated colored background. So I downloaded that last night. But yeah, mostly worked on that, and then mostly worked on, and I listened to that track. Oh, it sounds amazing. Now, I did actually already have a track for She's Always in My Hair, which I haven't added to my Songbook DB yet, but I got one from Obscure Karaoke, and it's not bad. I actually sang it once here at Bullocks. But it doesn't have any backing vocals, and I don't know, to me that was it's one of those songs that just didn't, without the backing vocals, it sounded very lacking to me. So yeah, definitely worth using the free credit. I didn't actually pay money for it. I used one of my free song credits. Yay. I've actually stockpiled quite a few of those. Yeah, I used one of my free song credits on karaoke version, and excited to add that. Definitely, probably when I start working on music tomorrow, I'm probably going to be adding other stuff I'm sitting on Prince, because I definitely did get some more stuff from the Obscure Karaoke YouTube channel, and that's Obscure with a K, not to be confused with Obscure with a C, which is spelled correctly, because there are two different channels on YouTube called Obscure Karaoke, both of which I enjoy a lot. But I do think the one with the K is putting out, as much as I've been on the other one a lot longer and have been subscribed to that one and love that channel and have chatted with the guy that runs it. Yeah, I do feel like Obscure with a K is putting out better sounding, better quality tracks. Although I did add one from the other Obscure Karaoke last week. I added one for Toadies. I think it was for I Come From the Water. Sound is not quite up the quality I would like to have, but it, for such a song that you just can't get elsewhere, I'm like, good enough, I'm gonna take it. But yeah, the one from Obscure with a K, it just didn't have any backing vocals at all, and it left, I felt it, I mean, I was going to add it if I couldn't find a better one. I felt it made the track kind of empty sounding, But yeah, being able to get the one from Karaoke Version, and they did the backing vocals quite well. They didn't overdo it, which they sometimes do, so I'm very happy with that. Haven't checked to see if it's been blocked yet. Seems like the next day they popped up an instrumental for DMSR, which is another one that I really, really want from Prince. And they that one just immediately came up when the instrumental came up. You couldn't even request the karaoke video. It was immediately already blocked. So kind of disappointed about that, but I did actually purchase the instrumental with the backing vocals. So I may actually take the time to author the track for that. It's been a while since I've done any karaoke lyric authoring, but yeah, I'll take the time to do DMSR. That's just one of my favorite Prince jams. In my opinion, one of the best funk songs ever recorded. So yeah. And I might actually just sing that tonight, just singing the lyrics from printed, just from printed lyrics, because I think I know the song good enough. I think I know the song good enough. I could just put on an instrumental and sing it. It's just always been my favorite song on. Always been my favorite song off 1999. It's something that I've been putting in my DJ sets pretty much since I was, 14 years old. So. Anyway, I need to get in the bar. I need to get cracking on that. But yeah, just so you know, I'm not massively late and sabotaging my show. I am going in. I did have somebody talk to me about, hey, you should live stream your show. I'm worried that there may be copyright issues with doing that. It seems like the last time I saw somebody try to do something like that, the live stream got interrupted by content matching. Although, I'll never know if I never try. But yeah, today's definitely not the day to do it. But I do want to try to do that sometime in the near future. I think that would probably work best off my iPhone, which, by the way, I found my iPhone today. Oh my God, took me almost 2 hours of cleaning and digging in my room to get to it. I don't know how the hell I dropped it off the back of my bed, off the head of my bed. But somehow it bounced off there's a little gap between the headboard and the mattress, and then the base underneath it, and somehow it hit it and bounced just right. But it was, I want to say, probably 2 foot from the ones from the side of the bed, and like 3.5 foot from the headboard. I don't understand how it got that far. No wonder I couldn't reach it just putting my arm down there. But yeah, right now, and that's not even Priscilla's mess. That's my mess. Although I did find a couple of Priscilla's things digging through my mess, and that's on me. Like, she just couldn't have even got to that stuff because of my mess being in the way. So did give her those things, and but yeah, it took some. I just had to do it because at this point there's just crap piled on both sides of my bed, and. But yeah, I did manage to dig through it. I did get my iPhone. There it is. That's the 7 Plus, the one I've been shooting video on for the last month or so. But and oh yeah, I missed plenty of texts and calls, and definitely need to call one of my sisters that's been reaching out to me. But anyway, on that note, that's pretty much all I got to say today. I feel like Priscilla and I are actually getting things better between us, which is unexpected, but nice. Anyway, I'm getting sweaty and gross from being in here because it feels like a sauna without the airflow coming through the car. And oh God, I'm just so frustrated. I don't have my air conditioning anymore. But and of course, I did nothing about that today. Like I said that I would probably shoot some more video today. Yeah. Once I got inside, it took me so long to find my iPhone that by the time I was done with that, and then I was trying to kind of sop up some of the flood in the hall, that just Priscilla came in. I kind of snapped at her, probably more than I should have, but at least I hope I made my point. Just like, hey, you really need to get all your shit out of my kitchen. She's like, at this point, a lot of that mess in the kitchen is yours. I'm like, yeah, but I need to be able to ask you, is all your stuff out of the kitchen? And you need to say yes. That way I can just go to town and start throwing shit away that I don't want in the box, and and just doing what I need to do with everything. Because at this point, it's just she'll just, and I answer that, and she goes, no. I'm like, that's the wrong answer. So, anyway, heading in the bar. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And Yeah, like and subscribe. There'll be more of this adventure that is my boring ass life.